Hello, everyone. This is JPL, and today I'm joined with
Christopher.
yes, and we are podcast name in brackets. Yes, we were supposed to have a guest here today, but he's a no-show for now. He might show up in the middle, and so which case that should be fun.
That would be fun.
Yes.
Did you give him a link to pop in, or you're just going to be checking?
Oh my gosh!
Wait, what?
Oh, okay. He's rescheduling for tonight, so no guest today.
So I guess you'll record for next week,
or
not record?
No, we're just gonna hang out.
Okay, so
unless
what are we gonna do that next week?
What do you mean next week? Are we not? Oh, I guess I could do something with him.
Yeah, because I want next week off.
Because if next week we're probably not gonna do some, so I
might have to touch up a few things in relation to school, but also at school, moving on campus, game.
Yeah. So people who listen on Anchor, there's no podcast next week on Monday. That's why.
Maybe
but there should be one. There should be one always on Thursday. So don't forget to check that out.
Until that's no more.
We still have time. Yeah, he's running errands. Of course he is. Of course he is. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, how are you doing today, Christopher?
Tired.
Well, that's great. It's great to hear you're tired. We're all tired.
It's pretty much.
Yeah, the world is pretty interesting this past week.
What happened in the world that I'm not aware of?
Oh, you're aware of it. It's the only major thing that happened involving our president.
I feel like a couple different things have.
You know, the big one that he fired.
Oh! Our
Jerry.
school.
Yeah, Jerry.
I thought you were talking about America.
Why would I? I'm not gonna bring it there.
You said our president.
Our president, Jerry Falwell.
It could have been previous our president, Donald J. Trump.
Why would I talk about Trump?
Because it's America. We live in America.
I don't care. Anyway, yeah, Jerry is gone-ish.
Are we gonna just not talk about it, I guess? Or
it's a thing that happened. It's kind of interesting. So many opinions all around, but yeah, that it happened.
So are we gonna talk about it or not?
Not really. No. No, I think CJ's done all the talking on social media.
Yeah. Honest, I haven't even. No, I saw snippets of somebody said I didn't read everything in full, but
yeah,
I would probably agree with him. I don't really have to see what he says to agree with him.
Yeah, but Jerry's gone, and that's a shame.
He needs the time off.
Yeah.
I think that's what we all should agree on.
He needs
regardless of what you think.
He needs his time, man.
He needs, because we all need breaks from even good things in life. Even if we are the most qualified, or even if we aren't, we need breaks. And so, running the school for 10 plus years, he needs a break. So, at the very least, I think that's good. That's warranted. That's needed. But whether his future is with liberty or not, he is still a human being who needs our prayers, and he's still loved by Jesus. So, and I guess, unless you have something else to say, I guess
let's move on.
Because John never likes talking about sad things.
Well, that's sad. Anyway, so last week we talked about some merchandise.
Yes.
I got my merchandise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, Is it one story on one disc, or is it like a couple?
It's 3 per disc.
Okay, and so
Yeah, yeah. For people who don't know, I'm holding in my hand 3 DVDs of the show that I worked on.
Doditos!
Deditos, which is a Guatemalan show with finger puppets telling the story of the Bible. I voiced a character in episode 5, Joseph, the boy of many colors, with the coat of many colors. I like the boy of many colors. But yeah, I have it. I got my DVDs, and I'm gonna autograph them. So
Okay. So did you get like the whole series, or just multiple copies of
I got the DVDs that they have so far. So yeah,
Okay,
the whole
so you're on
series
disc
for now.
2, I guess.
Hmm?
I guess you're on disc 2.
I'm on disc 2.
Okay.
But, I got the whole set, and I'm gonna autograph them.
And you did an English dub, or just English dub?
It's English dub,
Okay, cool.
so that's neat.
Yes.
So yeah,
Were you expecting to get this coming out this soon, or because I remember you mentioned it last week, but I forget.
like last week I said that I was gonna get it soon. It just arrived today, so
Okay,
that's nice.
cool. John, what do you do when you're happy? Do you jump up and down, or do you just smile?
I tend to smile.
Just smile. You
I
don't.
tend to smile, or I just sit there.
Yeah.
It really depends on what the circumstances.
Okay. So what would be something that would like really like get you so hyped?
Okay, let's say I just finished working on a play. After the show, I'll dance.
Okay. I think that's appropriate.
Yeah, it's appropriate.
So did you see that it seems like the theater thing, like now the actors can't greet the people who watch the play.
Yeah, I saw that. There's actually a whole lot more rules that I don't really care for that much. But yeah, I know that things have to be what they are.
No, so like it also said like no online ticket sales. You have to come in person, which I think actually makes a lot of sense. But
I mean, you have to call them to get the tickets.
Oh, you have to call them.
Yeah, and so they won't actually give you the specific seat until the day before.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's a
here's an
little more involved than
image
I
that I'm
thought.
sending to you of me dancing
Oh,
on one occasion.
via Skype.
Yeah, he's yawning.
So where was that?
I was in Ecuador. It was after my first play.
Okay.
I just danced. I don't know why. I just danced.
One of the few times.
I don't dance very often, but whenever I get the jig on, it happens.
So are you? Did you audition? I
That's
guess you have to audition
that's next week.
next week. Okay, so go in person.
Mm.
Well,
Also to mention, people, that school is coming over the next couple of weeks, so our schedule will probably likely change. So
in terms of
things,
us recording,
yeah, in terms of us recording, so there might be like a small gap while we figure things out.
which includes next week.
Yeah, and it also means that episodes would be turning to the normal length of 1 hour.
If we record on Tuesdays after lunch,
We could go longer, yes.
could, but we would probably try to keep it to an hour because of schoolwork.
With what schoolwork?
Yeah, that's your life, John.
It's my life. I gotta really focus on there. But yeah, okay.
So, do you have online classes? You said.
I have a couple, but they're gonna be later in the semester.
Okay, so how many total hours will you have for the semester? Is that 12?
That's 12, so
Okay,
very bare minimum.
cool.
Plus, hopefully one more for shows.
Right.
2 if I'm lucky. So yeah, there we go.
It's going to be so interesting seeing.
I don't know what to do for Caesar this semester.
Oh, wait, sorry. Quick question.
Answer.
So, we had some shows that were basically canceled, right?
We had one show that was canceled, and they're going to do it first this next
Okay,
semester.
that makes sense. Because I was going to ask about that. Like, what was the status with that?
And I'm still working on that one, so.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm doing it for credit or not. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, you should.
Well, I did it for credit last semester. I don't really know if I want to do it for credit again.
Okay, see what you're saying. So the credit counted last semester.
It did, yeah.
Okay. I guess that's up to their decision.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. They might ask me.
Was it the babysitting?
What?
What was the name of the show?
The Drowsy Chaperone.
Yeah. See, that's
babysitting.
I was trying
babysitting.
Is it a comedy?
Yes.
Anyone in it that I know?
I don't know.
So CJ's not in it.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You worked in it last.
I don't know.
You should know if CJ was in it.
I don't know who's in it. I've not. I don't know. I don't know if he's still a part of it. I don't know these things. I
wonder. Like,
I doubt he's in it. I don't know. We'll see.
I doubt he's in it.
But yeah, back to Caesar. I don't know what to do.
Well, so what would happen if there was a senior who's going to be in the play but is not coming back? Because like I know like some seniors
they're still holding auditions. So if people are not doing it, we're still doing it for auditions.
Okay. So and when is the show scheduled to premiere?
Whenever it comes out, in September or in October, one of those two.
So there's no date yet.
Yeah, there is a date. I just don't know what it is.
Okay, got it. Caesar, so you're not doing the stuff at the church?
Not at the moment.
Right. Have you considered going back to it or not?
I probably might. The problem with that one is that it's not the easiest to set up for Caesar.
Okay. In terms of
the scheduling end? Well, no, on the church's end, because the scheduling isn't exactly the best, because you don't exactly work for a certain amount of time enough to fit it, so you have to do it a lot.
That makes sense.
I normally work at the old folks home, but I don't think they're going to be open this next semester.
If any place should be closed, it should be those old folks homes.
Yeah, because they definitely closed down in the spring when it first started, so I was not able to go and help out with bingo. So yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I might just do Devil Caesar next semester. We'll see.
Which I wonder if they're going to pass out another Caesar again this semester.
I hope they do. I don't think they will.
What did you do last semester?
Well, old folks home.
But you got your extra credit Caesar thing, right?
I didn't finish old folks home because I couldn't finish.
Okay, so then you got that.
Yeah.
It kind of would be nice if Liberty did give some grace for Caesar this semester.
Definitely, because we're still under that COVID problem.
Right.
It's not as strong as it was when it first began. We now have more idea of how to handle things, but still.
And the interesting thing is, I mean, I don't know the state of Lynchburg, but we know that Liberty is open, but the rest of Lynchburg may not be as willing to comply.
And we got masks they gotta wear.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna gonna get a bandana mask.
Okay. Are you with our logo on it?
No.
Why not?
No, I can't. I'm just getting a normal bandana mask.
What if they
I
had?
think that's gonna be the more comfortable mask to wear for school all day. Because it's easy to remove and it's like a scarf.
Well, if you're able to tie it,
Tie it. It's
yeah.
not. It's not tied. It's just it's
You
already.
just it just exists.
It just exists. You put it on your head. And it exists. You don't need to put straps or whatever or tie it with a bowline knot. But it's fine. Anyway, let's move on to my list of things to talk about.
Okay.
Have you ever gone to a county fair?
No. Next question.
Okay.
Have you? Have you?
Yeah, I've been to a few actually.
Okay. How
Yeah,
were your experiences with that?
I really enjoy them. In Pennsylvania, there's this big one called the York Fair, which is pretty big. There's a lot of things going on. They got cow contests. They got just
How
other
contest?
bigger the cow. What's the best cow?
Interesting.
You can see chickens. You can do things. There's a lot of things you can do. There's the games and stuff. It's hard to say because you've not gone to a fair,
Right.
but
I mean, I could have an idea, but I
do
could
you
be
have an
really wrong.
idea what a fair is like though?
I may have an idea.
Oh, brother.
I probably have an idea.
What's this?
What do you think?
What is it?
Well,
Is this
you don't know.
official?
I mean, it's an idea.
It's
Or
so I would suggest if you were wanting to do that, I would actually suggest a different image.
I would agree with that, but it's just an idea of what it would look like if our
I'll send you the different image.
okay.
The with one where the characters are actually closer together.
Okay.
That
Would you want that mask?
I don't know. I don't know. Here we go. All right, sending it to you. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, county fairs. I do enjoy them. York Fair is the big one that I've gone to. Cotton candy stuff, yada yada. There's a smaller fair in Pennsylvania that I go with my uncle sometimes. I get fish there. Just toss the thing into a thing and you get fish. And I've gotten fish from there a few times. A lot of fish, in fact. Which reminds me of another story, which I think I told you this story before. Who knows? Where I had one fish. I was going to be moving to Ecuador. And so I gave a goldfish to my science professor who had two goldfish already. And, they're huge goldfish. So I just gave him my tiny little one as a gift because I didn't know what to do with it. But yeah, I came back the next day and he comes to me. He's like, John, you killed my fish. And like what happened is like one of the goldfish actually ate my little fish and choked on it and died.
Oh no. That
So
got depressing real quick, John.
it did, but it is a sad story. Um, my uncle used to have this pond beside his house, a small little pond, and that's where I would move the fish to that I got from the fair. And so there was one time when I was releasing the fish, it just fell out of the bag, landed on a rock, and then onto the pond. I think it was fine because it just kept swimming, but
Well, at least it didn't die.
not right away because they're all dead by now. The birds got them.
Well, John, thank you for all the things that you want to avoid talking about, and you start talking about dead fish. John's choking himself to death.
Oh.
This is the Lord's judgment of him not wanting to talk about sensitive
Oh.
topics.
Okay. Oh.
I
Shut
don't
up.
think I've ever made you laugh that hard before.
I don't think it was you. It was me.
Well,
Well, that's slightly better.
slightly better.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. Like when I did my mask, like that was like the shape it showed, but it turned out like this. So it's not as curved at the bottom as it makes you want to think.
I mean, it's fine. But yeah, fish.
Fish.
They're
Dead
all
fish.
gone now. They're all gone
John
now.
kills fish.
Yeah, but yeah, I named one fish Pope John the Third.
But was he supposed to be the next leader of the church?
No, but you know, it was fun.
That feels fun.
Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, Pope John the Third. That was the fish that I had. In Paraguay, we had another type fair. It wasn't a fair. It was an exo. Sorry, an expo. Which was this grand event each year, and I got some chickens there a few times. That's very
At the
memorable.
fair.
At the fair, or at the expo.
At the
Baby
expo.
chicks, brought them home, grew them up, and whatnot. So yeah, those were big fun times. And
You know what?
you've
Sorry,
never
go
had
on.
those experiences.
No, I lived a dull, boring, sad life.
Yeah, you did.
With no experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm working on
You were saying, what were you saying?
What was I saying?
You were saying something that I interrupted you about.
You're good. I will show you.
Okay. Anyway,
I don't think you'll be happy at me.
that's fine. But anyway, the
But
next idea is the tourist attractions. What's your favorite tourist attraction that you went to, or you want to go to?
maybe this.
I love it.
I don't. Sorry. What?
I love it.
It's so funny.
I know that was a good thumbnail that I used. It's in the
We could use the one of you being scared by the ponies.
Anyway, that thumbnail is actually in the video itself. I just took it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That. Well played, YouTube. Good job.
No, I had to go and get it, so.
Oh, it wasn't automatic.
It wasn't automatic. I hoped
Oh,
it was, but it wasn't, so I went ahead and got it.
okay. Sometimes I feel too lazy.
For listeners who don't understand, he just showed me an image of me with a very shocked and surprised face, and it's a mask. It's a COVID mask. It's beautiful.
It's a cute little mask.
Go ahead and do it. I mean, I'd wear that if you got me that.
When's your birthday?
It's some other time.
Okay, good to know.
It's past.
But it's coming.
Yeah, tourist locations.
I'm not a vacation guy. I'm not a touristy guy.
No, me neither.
That's the thing. I'm a home. Well, like I don't really like traveling.
No.
So what place in the world would I want to go? Like if I would say if I'm to visit any city, Nashville is on the list. But at the same time, that's far away.
It's far away.
Like 8 hours or something?
It depends on how you drive, but yeah.
How you drive.
It's a distance.
So I don't know. What about you?
Anyway, so yeah, if I were to go to a place, there's not exactly like any real place I want to go to, besides on my bucket list where it says go to London.
When it rains.
And have a sad day there. But anyway, I'd mainly want to go to places I've already been.
Yeah, I totally feel that.
That's a big one. So I've already gone. I told you this before. I've already gone to the Grand Canyon. And
Okay.
I was,
But that's not worth going to again.
unless I go with my children. But yeah, that
True.
was interesting. I was this, I was definitely the snotty kid, of course, who didn't
John,
respect.
you were snotty? You're such an angel.
No, I have images of me.
Spitting at authority.
No, just me and my rough exterior. I could send to you. I didn't like
rough exterior.
Yeah, because I didn't like traveling. Of course, I didn't like photos. Teenage years.
When you said rough exterior, I almost thought like, oh, I was emo for a time, which is so unlike John, even for his older days. But that is hilarious. That frown. That frown.
Yeah, like I purposely frowned because I didn't want to get the pictures. So I was a stupid kid. Anyway, that's actually the image I just shared you. It's the first time I ever wore that hat.
Okay. So that was like right after you just bought it?
Yes.
You weren't happy.
I was happy, but I just didn't want to do the stupid picture. So that's a momentous occasion.
Are you happy that picture now?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, because that's an important occasion. Because that's a big hat in my life.
Was it the same day?
That's the exact moment right after I got it.
Okay. You really were happy.
But yeah, Grand Canyon.
I want to hear stories from your parents about you when you were younger.
Oh, I don't know. They'll probably say I was nice and such. I don't know. We'll see.
You'd probably say that when they said it was bedtime, you wouldn't respond, so they would have to guess that you were in bed.
I don't know that story, but okay.
No,
yeah,
that was based off what your mom said about text messages.
Oh, text messages. Yeah.
Just it's funny.
No, that's not my childhood. But anyway, Grand Canyon. I would go again with other people, and I probably have a better appreciation for it.
It's just when you see things when you're younger, you don't always appreciate them.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely the case. But mainly Ecuador. They have nice mountains there. Those are nice sites, but I wouldn't really go out of my way just for those sites. Paraguay is a big one. I want to go back to Paraguay.
Mm-hmm.
They don't exactly have big tourist spots. I just like the country.
Okay.
The only real tourist place I want to go to is in Brazil, which I've been there before, and it's the Iguazu Falls, which are the most beautiful waterfalls in the world. There.
So, question about Paraguay. Do you still know anyone who lives there?
Yes.
Okay, that would definitely make the visit back to Paraguay worth it.
Yeah.
Is it weird to go there and you didn't know anybody, so you're just like standing there in the street corner?
Here's the thing. If I were to go back, there would be a lot of people who would know me. I just wouldn't really know who they were. Being a kid and all, I don't remember a lot of the people from the church.
When you were 10 or 15?
I left when I was 12.
12. That was close.
Yeah, and so there's a lot of people from the church who really know me for being the pastor's kid. I don't remember them, so that's gonna be an awkward reunion.
So your dad was a pastor.
Yes, he was.
Okay.
But there's some friends that I have. They're still there. Classmates, I should say. So yeah, that's fine.
Do you keep up with them?
Not really, no.
Friends on Facebook?
I try, but they're not really much on Facebook or social media, so that's fine.
Okay, question. So you're still using the old Facebook, right? So I guess that.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically when I was on the old Facebook, like I turned off my status because oftentimes I'll have like tabs of Facebook open or Messenger open, but I'm not actually active, right? So I turned it off. and then when I switched over to the new Facebook, it turned it back on. I want to turn it off, but I've been too lazy to turn it off.
Well, that's fine.
Because I don't know, like, I know you've messaged me a couple times the past few days, like, I'm not active. Like, I don't know if it said now active, but I wasn't. Like, I just have tabs that are open. That's it.
Yeah, I get that, because, I do that all the time.
Right.
But the waterfalls, I definitely want to go back there one day.
Are you friends with the waterfalls on Facebook?
No. No, but yeah, it's not an easy trip at all.
You have to hike, I guess?
No, you have to go a ways to drive to get to it.
Oh, really windy, bumpy road?
Not quite. Just a long way in general from your airports or whatever.
Okay.
For where I lived in Ecuador, it was about a 10-hour trip to get there.
Wow.
Sorry, in Paraguay. But I think they might have an airport closer by, but it's still quite a costly trip if you do that. Either way,
So when was the last time you were at the waterfall?
At the waterfalls, probably 2008.
Wow.
2010 or one.
And how old are you now?
I'm 22.
22.
I'm old.
Cornelius, I'm 20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. The other day I was like, am I 19 or am I 20? I can't.
CJ is 21 now.
Everyone's just getting old, man.
Yeah, we're gonna die soon.
John, I'm in my 20s. How? And I just realized that. Like, I thought I was 19 for a couple days.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, me and tourism.
I'm going to turn 21 in a few months. Lord help me.
Well, you'll be soon legal. But yeah, tourism.
John, what good is there to do when I'm 21?
Nothing Christian.
Exactly.
But anyway, back to tourism.
Should they make voting? Should they raise the age of voting to 21? That's a sarcastic question. Moving on.
Yeah, back to tourism. I guess Mount Rushmore.
Actually, that would be pretty cool to see.
Yeah, just see faces on a mountain. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Honestly, like I'm not mad, but especially when you say it like that, it's like, yeah, I just literally drove who knows how many miles and hours just to see 4 faces carved on stone.
That's nice.
Which I mean, like, I know it's different from
it's cool
being there, but you're just gonna stare at it for 5 minutes and move on.
That's exactly why I don't really care so much. It's like I'm only gonna be there for like 5 minutes.
Exactly, and so like I'm even thinking about your waterfalls. I bet they're beautiful, but is it worth?
Yes.
First off, not just flying over to the country, but driving there for 10 hours just to see darn waterfalls.
Yes, it is worth it. The waterfalls are definitely much more worth it than the actual place, because there's also the journey to get to the waterfalls.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sleeping.
Yeah. Yeah, because you have to walk a little bit of ways yourself to get to the waterfalls, and there's animals that are there as well. Next to the waterfalls is a pretty nifty zoo that they got, a bird zoo. That's actually pretty cool.
Interesting.
You're
a bird guy, aren't you?
I like birds, yeah.
Okay, because your hat makes you look like you own birds.
My hat makes me what?
Because like I can imagine you like standing at school with a peacock on your arm, just like walking around like that.
A peacock on my arm? What? How big do you think peacocks are?
Huh?
How small do you think peacocks are?
Small enough to be on your arm?
They're big creatures, man.
to be on your arm.
I've seen peacocks.
But those are Paraguay peacocks. What about American peacocks? Don't be such a racist.
They're still the same size. I mean, I'd gladly wear parrots and toucans and macaws, but yeah,
Don't be a sizist.
you racist.
Don't be a typist.
Anyway, any other place in tourism? And yeah, Mount Rushmore, sure. Again, if I had kids.
Yeah, but then
This,
again,
this is definitely going to be something that, at tourism, the only reason why I would do it, if I were to do it with my road trip.
That would make sense.
Yeah, that's really the big reason to have a road
trip.
trip.
If you were like driving, like across the country to see people, and you just so happen to pass by Mount Rushmore, by all means, go ahead and take a look. But if I was to literally say, hey, I'm going to go on vacation. I'm going to go see Mount Rushmore. I stand there for 5 minutes and go back home. What's the point?
Yeah, I wouldn't say going to tourism to New York is a great thing, because I've been there. I wasn't impressed.
It's just a big city. What's the deal? Because I kind of have a little bit of marketing in me. It would kind of be cool to see the billboards at what is it, Times Square?
Like, here's the thing. It's definitely much more impressive in films. And it's like, oh my gosh, like I want to go there someday one day. It's so pretty. I actually go there one day. It's like, wow, this place is kind of pathetic. Cause yeah, Times Square. I went there, and it's like, oh, is this it?
Well, good thing I don't watch movies.
It's not much. Statue of Liberty, that was pretty neat.
And here's the thing: you go to New York, and you have to spend a ridiculous amount of money to do anything because it's a city.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Especially tourist locations, you gotta spend a lot of money. Oh, I guess Disney World. I'd go there again.
I mean, I don't blame you. Because here, at least Disney World, there's a bit of a nostalgic connection to.
Yeah.
Not for everybody, but like there's a connection that Disney has with people compared to like the city of New York. You know what I mean?
I mean, they got some fun rides.
New York doesn't have any fun rides unless you take a taxi.
They have the boat. Taxis. They have the boat to take you to Ellis Island.
Wait! I actually did that.
Yeah, that was pretty neat.
But it was raining, so we couldn't go see in the Statue of Liberty. So that sucked.
Yeah, they were doing some construction, so I couldn't go inside, but I was outside.
What year was that? Do you know?
I went 2012.
Okay, I was like 2005.
So definitely later. Much later.
Because I was wondering, like, was it construction? I know it was rainy, but was it just rain or was it construction as well? But
yeah,
it was rain.
I enjoyed that trip. I did.
So you didn't go in the statue? Okay.
I did not go inside the statue, no. But yeah, I would go to Disney World again. Just because I wasn't really impressed the first time as a kid that I went. But I think I'd enjoy it now more.
I think, like, especially at this point, you would just enjoy just sitting on the bench and just watching people run around.
Also, like, I went when I was, like, starting to become a teenager, of course. And so I was, at that point, a little bit too old to really be impressed.
But now you've gotten younger.
I've gotten older, which has got me a bit more wiser, more appreciative of things. So I think I'd appreciate it more. Definitely, I'd appreciate it more.
How so?
I'd pay closer attention to rides and stuff.
I mean, what about the rides?
Some rides, there's some nice specific detail that I like to see and focus on that you don't really catch when you're younger. Anyway, so there's this one thing that bugs me.
About the rides at Disney World?
No, sorry. I'm gonna actually wait on that conversation. Um, tourism. I don't really want to go to Hollywood, LA, because I don't really think it's be that great.
I mean, again, it's just like going to New York. I lived in LA.
Here's the thing: if you were able to go to the movie sets, yeah, I think I'd enjoy that.
Okay, that would, especially for you as a movie guy, I would see some fun in that.
But really, anything else, just going to the city itself, I don't really care for cities.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care.
It's gonna be overpriced.
It's just a big sign. I don't really
Okay,
want to.
only difference with LA though is that it's bigger than like New York, so it's not gonna be as crowded.
True. No, it's still crowded.
It's not gonna be as crowded.
But yeah,
That's
I
all.
don't. I don't. I don't really think there's much else I'd really want to go to. I don't really care to go see the pyramids or whatnot, or any other location in the world. But yeah, well, textbooks, and just general books in general. I've been noticing a lot, especially reading through stuff. I'm not being very specific. But yeah, Christopher is falling asleep as we talk.
Don't worry, I'm listening.
Yeah, so there's
Interject.
this one thing that I get so bugged whenever they do it, and they do it a lot, is that if you're reading a textbook and it's like a textbook based upon Christian values and helping you to see those values, a lot of times the writer will tell personal stories, and those are very intriguing stories. However, they don't finish them most of the time. Do you
Well, I mean, don't they like start it and then finish at the end of the chapter or something
No,
like
they
that?
don't. Like here's an example.
Okay.
It's like from what I just read like today. Uh, this person, he's at an airport. His flights just got canceled, so he's getting new tickets, and he's in this big line, and everyone's complaining, and he's preparing his speech and going to complain to the person exactly why he should have a ticket. But as he was in line, he's just looking at the person, the lady at the counter, and he could tell, like on her face, that she's definitely just distraught and just overwhelmed by all the negative ideas of it. And like his teaching was basically like all this noticing the self value and such. And he just ends the story there, where he just notices this thing, and that's it. And he goes on to his point about like, I noticed this thing where like you really shouldn't do stuff like this. This is not the best example, but I see this type of story structure a lot, where they'll tell these stories where they some other person will say something that will be life changing, or something that's unexpected, and like they will reveal like, oh, I have this sort of depression, or oh, this sad thing happened to me, or it's like I have a question for you, like how can this and this, and they'll start writing how this develops their new way of thinking about Christianity, but they never actually end the story, because it's like, I want to know. So, what did you say to the lady at the counter? Were you as mad as you said you were going to be, or did you, after thinking it through, actually make the difference? I want to know that stuff. Did you respond? What was your response for when the person told you that they were depressed? What was your response when they told you this question that made you question your way of thinking? What was your response? And I want to know these things, because you got me invested in your story, and when you don't finish that story, you kind of lose my interest. I don't take you as seriously now, because You don't tell me how that response came out. Like, it doesn't actually have to be a good response, but I just want to know what happened.
I'm dead. I'm sorry.
Did you pay attention?
I was trying. I'm
Thank you.
so sorry, John. It's
Uh,
John, I'm sorry. What you were saying was like a tourist stop. I went there, but I didn't care for it enough. I'm so sorry, John. I'm losing it. You're. I go every Tuesday. I go on the tourist. I'm kidding. I'm such a bad friend.
yeah. So I've been watching
I was trying to pay attention. I swear.
this movie series called Ip Man, which is actually Ip Man, which is a Chinese kung fu, which is actually was really neat seeing all the action scenes. That was cool.
So is it based in
It's
from
based.
China?
It's based on a real person.
But like, is it made in China?
Yes, it's made by China.
Handle with care.
Yeah, Ken with care. I also saw these other cartoon shows. Hilda, one from Netflix, which is actually pretty fun, with this girl who lived in a world full of these creatures. And then Over the Garden Wall, which is a miniseries, which was pretty interesting. And then lastly, I'm gonna close things off soon here. Primal, which is I really enjoyed because of their silent storytelling. There's no dialogue whatsoever.
Okay.
It's mainly just visual storytelling, and yeah, Christopher is way too tired at this moment, so we're
I
gonna have to.
mean, here's the funny thing. I need to try to stay awake for the rest of the day so I can try to get back to a normal sleep schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be the difficult part. But I can't. Like I was. I swear, John, I was trying to listen. But yeah, I'm kind of. I'm on vacation right now. I'm driving through. I'm going to see a mindless tourist stop, which is called Sleep. And I'm gonna come back and be like, "Well, that was pointless."
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you see, it's so obvious whenever I start talking like that. That John's like, "Yeah, Christopher needs to go."
So yeah, thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.
John sounds so like disappointed in me, and I feel so bad. Like soon as John was like, "Christopher, did you hear that?" I'm like, "No," and John's like, "All right, that's the end of the episode." I feel so bad.
Yeah, I don't really care to repeat that conversation.
I'll have to
So
listen to it again.
yeah, listen to the podcast.
And that'll be another listener,
Yeah, whatever.
maybe. I listened
Whatever. It's a short podcast today.
an hour. No,
It's
we were under an hour.
Yep, 50 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Well, there. This is how we go out. 50 minutes and then like a 2-week break.
Yeah, this is how we go out with tired eyes and just can't focus on things anymore.
Yeah, we're so excited for school that as soon as school starts, we'll be so excited for winter break.
Mm.
At least that's me, not you. I'm kidding. No, I want the semester to be good. But yeah, so if anyone cares, again, next week I'm moving on campus. The week after, we're just going to be finding our footing in terms of school. We'll try to record in 2 Tuesdays and hopefully get that episode out the Monday after. So
Yeah.
to our 2 or 3 listeners, especially those in Italy, thank you so much for listening. You guys have a good rest of the day and God bless.
So yeah, bye.